Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about how covert narcissists set you up. This is probably one of the most important podcasts that I'm going to put out there because after listening to this, you guys are going to understand a lot, all right? And especially if you've dealt with a covert narcissist, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about if you've gone through this. So let's talk about how covert narcissists set you up. Covert narcissists are very sneaky people. They're very passive-aggressive people. They work behind the scenes. They don't show their hand, all right? And how a covert narcissist is going to set you up is that a covert narcissist is going to make you out to be the bad guy, okay? What the covert narcissist does is they twist the narrative, okay? Whatever you went through, the narcissist did you dirty, the narcissist lied to you, gaslit you, was cruel to you, isolated you. Guess what? That covert narcissist is going to take all those things that they did to you and they're going to say you did it to them, all right? So what the covert narcissist is going to do is they're going to twist the narratives and take the victimhood off you and put it on themselves. Now, all of a sudden, they're the victim, all right? So they're going to say that whatever they did to you, you did to them, all right? But here's where it gets sticky, all right? Here's how they set you up. What the covert narcissist is going to do is they're going to manipulate everybody around you, all right? They're going to go to these other people. They're going to kill them with flattery. They're going to kill them with compliments, with charm, with helping out these other people out. Now, people always come back and they say, why is the covert narcissist so nice to everybody else and mean to me? Well, I'm about to tell you exactly why. Okay, there's a couple of reasons why they do that, all right? They do that, number one, because of their image. They want to look good to everybody else. They're very worried about their image and how people perceive them. They also feel they've already got you, but they also do that so that later on, they can use these people as part of their entourage. They are trying to get allies out of these people. They're trying to get these people to side with them, all right? So what happens is, they win these outsiders, with their charm, their flattery. They are very, very nice to other people. They don't show that they're wicked or that they're, a snake. So everybody else around is going to think they're a great guy, great girl, all right? Because they think about how the covert narcissist was nice to them, maybe offered to do favors for them. And now, here you are, okay? Now, these outside people could be family, friends. It could be even your family and friends and other people, mutual people that you know, right? And what happens is, these other people are, when you have a falling out with that covert narcissist, and you go to these other people and tell them, nobody's going to believe you, okay? Nobody's going to believe you because that covert narcissist has set you up by being extremely nice and flattering other people. So they'll never think of the covert narcissist as this cruel, wicked person. They'll never think of them as this cruel, wicked person, all right? I mean, I had a situation like this. I've had a lot of situations like this. But even in, the podcasting world or, when I try to expose another person who was an influencer who was constantly copying me, a lot of people came at me and looked at me as the narcissist or as the bad guy because I was exposing someone who was actually copying me and trying to steal from me, all right, and profit off me. But because these other people were manipulated by this other influencer to think that they were genuine, to think that they were really the victim, a lot of people didn't see it because they were manipulated, all right? They were manipulated by the other covert narcissist influencer, all right? Because maybe that influencer has helped them in some way and they don't ever want to look at them as in a bad light, that they're not authentic, they're not fake. See, this happens a lot. Even in politics, this happens a lot. When people like somebody, right? When somebody really likes somebody because they're being nice to them, they don't ever want to look at that person in a bad light. And when you come along and you try to expose things to people and tell them, listen, this person is not who you think they are, okay? They're a manipulator, they're a liar, they're a copier, they're a cheater. Whatever you tell them, they're going to look at you as crazy. How dare you speak against this person that they look at in a godly light? But what happened is that covert narcissist has manipulated these people by giving them what they want, being extremely nice to them. And so therefore, these people don't go against the covert narcissist. So this is how they create their cult, all right? And these people will idolize the covert narcissist, think they're wonderful. And when you come along and you expose the covert narcissist, they're going to think you're the narcissist, you're the bad guy, you're on a witch hunt, when you're simply speaking the truth and trying to make people aware that, hey, this person is not who you think they are. They're a snaky person trying to portray that there's something that they're not, and they're actually underhanded and evil. Nobody is going to believe you, okay? Nobody is going to believe you, all right? And this is how covert narcissists set you up. They gaslight people. They say, like, if it's in a relationship type of thing, they gaslight people. They say they really tried in the relationship when they never tried at all, okay? They'll say things like, I really tried, she never tried, and I did this, I did that. They may have done one or two nice things, but they're going to, hone in and talk about it like, they gave you the world. They're going to build up stories and try to earn other people's approval, other people's validation, because how the covert narcissist works is they work in numbers, all right? Listen to me when I tell you this. I know these covert narcissists like the back of my hand. I have dealt with these people my whole fucking life. I know how they operate, and I'm trying to make you aware so that you don't become victim to this. And a lot of people will become victim to this, all right? Because how they're going to manipulate these other people is they're going to tell everybody that you're crazy. Covert narcissists love to use the mental card against you. They're going to go around, they're going to tell people, there's something wrong with her. I think she's got bipolar. I think she's got insecurity issues. I think she's sensitive. No, she's not. What she's trying to do is make the covert narcissist accountable, but the covert narcissist doesn't want to be made accountable. Instead, the covert narcissist wants to twist the narrative to everybody else and manipulate everybody else to think that what you're saying is crazy, when in fact, what you're saying is the truth, okay? So here's what I have to say about this. You have to always walk in the truth. And whoever accepts it, fine. Whoever doesn't accept it, they are not your people, okay? They are either people that are incredibly stupid or naive, or they are people that are on the side of the covert narcissist because the covert narcissist has done favors for them, or they need that covert narcissist and they don't need you. And other people are going to side with the person that they need. Okay, this could be also an example of children. I get clients that come to me and say their kids side with the narcissist. And a lot of times they side with the narcissist because the covert narcissist, because the covert narcissist is giving the kids everything they want. They're spoiling the kids. They're giving them gifts. They're giving the kids money. And this is how they're manipulating the children against their other partner. Okay? This is how, so the kids are going to go a lot of times, because kids are impressionable. They don't understand what's going on. They're going to go where, the fun things are. Maybe that parent doesn't put boundaries on them. When they go see that parent, they could do whatever they want to do. All right? So this is how the covert narcissist does it. They win people over with flattery, charm, gifts, favors. They get everybody to like them and then look at you like you're the monster. And then they bring out the mental card and they say, there's issues with you, but they're very sly, okay? And what I mean by that is they don't want to come off as attacking of you, okay? So they try to do it from a place of concern. This is how they hide their evil intent. What they'll do is they'll go to other people and they'll say something like, I'm really concerned about her. There's always something about her. She's always getting angry about things. I really think she's got anger issues. This is how they plant the seed of doubt in these other people to think that there's something wrong with you. This is why covert narcissists are the kings and queens of reactive abuse, okay? Because they gaslight you, they lie to your face, they sit there with a smirk on, they know they're lying to you, and they just want you to pop off, react, yell and scream, and then they want to videotape you or go back and tell everybody that you have mental issues, you're crazy, all right? They're setting you up, okay? This is why I know it takes an enormous amount of self-control because you just want to knock that covert narcissist's head off, okay? It takes enormous amount of control, but you don't want to give them the satisfaction. You have to just, say your piece, stand in the truth, and whoever knows that you're a good person will back you. And if other people don't want to back you, then they're not your people. And that's it. And you just have to kind of fly the flag and say, you know what? These people are either too stupid or they're siding with the covert narcissist because they need the covert narcissist, or they feel they're guilt tripped by the covert narcissist because the covert narcissist has done so much for them. Now they feel they owe the covert narcissist to be loyal to them. All right. So the way they set you up is by being really nice and, that subtle digs that they give to other people about you, all right? There's constant smearing and lies behind your back when it's a covert narcissist. They're constantly gossiping about you, constantly talking about you. They are grooming other people to hate you. And they're grooming other people to have no respect for you. It is a character assassination by the covert narcissist to get everybody against you. Because like I said, what covert narcissists want to do is they use people, they work in numbers. They don't work alone. They work in numbers to gang up against you, all right? And this way, when you go to expose that covert narcissist, you are going to be looked at as a crazy nut, okay? And this happens all the time. All the time, people try to expose the covert narcissist, and people look at them like they're crazy. Like, oh, there's something wrong with you. They're a great person. They're a nice person. Oh, you have issues. Oh, you're the one who's sensitive. You're the one who can't let things go. You're the one who makes a big deal of things. No, what you expect is to be validated, and what you expect is for that person to take accountability in whatever they have done to you. But they won't take accountability. Instead, they're going to twist the narrative and make you out to be sensitive, make you out to be crazy. They're going to twist it around and say that whatever they did to you, you did to them. They're going to play the victim. They're going to say, they tried when they never fucking tried, all right? But they're going to tell everybody else this, okay? Because they're a snake. They're a snake, all right? This is what snakes do. They twist the narrative, all right? They're liars. They're followers of Satan. That's what they are. They're demonic. They're followers of Satan. They're deceivers, all right? They're followers of Satan, the father of all lies. Well, you know what? Not today, Satan. You stand tall. You stand in your truth. And if, like I said, if these people don't want to see it, then they're not your people. Okay? They're not your people. Then let them have the covert narcissist. And, eventually what's in the dark comes into the light, and they will see that this person is toxic. And a lot of times people know somebody is toxic, but they don't care because that person is doing something for them, all right? Or they need that person. So it's not necessarily that they're even stupid, these other people. It's just that their loyalty is to them because the covert narcissist has groomed them and set them up to be indebted to them, all right? And I'm telling you, people that have been through this know exactly what I am talking about, all right? Classic covert narcissist behavior is to get others to align against you, all right? They are basic bullies. They're a silent bully. Go listen to my podcast on how covert narcissists are silent bullies. They fight you with the silent treatment. They dismiss you. They ignore you, okay? They're horrible. The minute that you see these red flags, you have to say, not today, Satan. I'm dealing with a covert narcissist. I have to step back. I have to tell this person nothing. I can't trust this person, all right? Covert narcissists too, are extremely jealous and envious, all right? And you may not even realize it, but they are jealous and envious of you. And this is why they have this great hatred for you, all right? Maybe you did better in school than they did. Maybe you got more attention than they did, all right? Maybe, you're better looking than they are for whatever reason, all right? Maybe you're smarter. Maybe you're funny. Maybe you have something that covert narcissist doesn't have. So they're jealous. And what is a jealous person is a dangerous person, okay? People die over jealousy, all right? So in some cases, not all, but that covert narcissist has a deep-rooted hatred underneath. And what they do is they hide that jealousy, or they try to hide that jealousy. But when you educate yourself on narcissism and you listen to the podcasts or the videos that I have put out on my channel about the covert narcissist, you are going to get it. You're going to understand it. And when you come in contact with these people, you're going to know how to handle them. All right? Because now you have your power. You know the game. You know how these people are going to try to play mind games on you. And I'm trying to make you guys up on the game and aware of these type of behaviors so that you realize you're not crazy. What you're dealing with is a covert narcissist, all right? Who's trying to twist the narrative, take the role that you should be taking. You're the victim. This is the joke of it. You are the fucking victim, and yet they're the ones playing the victim. And here, I'm going to throw in a bonus here for you guys. What they also do is when they've hurt you and did you dirty, guess what? They actually get mad when you call them out for it. How dare you call them out for it? They get mad when they do you dirty. Now, think about that. Think about the sick mindset of that. You know why they get mad? Because now you're going to expose this person, and they're terrified. Their little alter ego is terrified that they're going to be exposed, all right? They are sick people. They are extremely sick people. They are, stay no contact or low contact if you have to, okay? Because anything you do with them, they will twist the narrative. You can never, ever resolve conflict with a covert narcissist. Period. End of story. Never, all right? Because if you sit down and you try to negotiate and try to work out things with a covert narcissist, they're going to gaslight you. Okay? They're going to gaslight you. They're either going to appease you and say, yeah, whatever. They're going to tell you what you want to hear and then do what they want. Or they're going to play the dumb card and say, I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Honestly is a word that they use all the time. A lot of liars say, I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Okay, this also was copied from me. These are my personal experiences that I have gone through. All right. And, it's one thing to get information out of there. It's another thing to take exactly what I say and put it out there. That's just flat out plagiarism and copying. All right. But I'm telling you flat out, all right, this is what they do because I have lived through it. All right. And I've gone through a lot with this. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. All right, because I was in the dark, all right, and I was reactive, and I went through a lot of reactive abuse where I was set up, and it wasn't until I understood the covert narcissism that how they operate with that passive aggressive behavior that it all came together, and I understood, and I said, oh my goodness, I am surrounded here, because everything they do is covert narcissism, all right? Covert narcissism. Play the victim, silent treatments, dismiss, ignore, isolate, all of this, covert narcissism, passive-aggressive behaviors, slamming doors, brooding, putting faces on. This is all passive-aggressive behavior of the covert narcissist. This is what they do. But what they do when you try to resolve conflict with them is that they play mind games, okay? And then you're never going to get the honest truth out of them, never. So they're going to just gaslight you. And they're going to try to twist it around and say, either they don't know what you're talking about. I honestly don't know what they're going to play dumb, or they're going to say, they don't have a problem. You're the one with the problem. This is what they're going to do. I don't have a problem. You're the one with the problem. Okay. And that is a passive aggressive inference. Okay. That there's something wrong mentally with you. I don't have a problem. You're the one with the problem. Like there's nothing wrong in their eyes, but because you have a problem, you must be mentally off. All right. This is how they're going to twist the narrative, and they're also going to twist it in other people's eyes as well. All right. Because they're going to try to be like, I'm the peacemaker. I'm amiable. I'm friendly. They're going to pretend also that they like you to other people. Okay, this is how they set you up as well. They're going to tell other people, they care about you. They like you. They don't know what the problem is with you. It's all a lie. Okay, it's all a lie. They don't care about you. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They are setting you up, because if they cared about you, they would have tried to resolve conflict with you. If they cared about you, they would have owned when they were wrong instead of playing the victim and making you out to be the bad guy. So this is how Satan's minions work. These are the demons of Satan, okay? And this is how they come to deceive and lie and distort the narrative and fool people, okay? Whew, I'm on my preach. But what I'm speaking to you guys is the God's honest truth, real life experience. And I hope if I could save one life, it'll all be worth it, okay? Because nobody should have to deal with this kind of, evil, narcissistic abuse at all right? Hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askgaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. If you're confused, you don't know if you're dealing with a narcissist and how to deal with them, check it out, okay? I have limited time because I'm working on this other project, and I am just running to the ground, you guys. Just so much going on over here, right? Also, my Instagram is thegameexp123. Everything's laid out on YouTube. I think you'll find what you're looking for if you go to my YouTube channel. Almost 7,000 videos. I mean, I have talked about everything. Whew. Okay, so just go to the Game Exposed podcast, and whatever you want to find out, just do a search in the search box on my channel, the Game Exposed podcast, and you'll find tons of information and reels on it, whatever it could be, all right? A lot on covert narcissists on my channel because I know these people like the back of my hand, and malignant narcissist, and, their mind games that they play, and, all the different kinds, silent treatment, all of this, and how they control you. My Facebook is the Game EXP123, and you guys, TikTok is the Game Exposed. And have a great day.